Okay, hi everybody. I got a quickie for you today. I'm gonna make a shrimp scampi, and I'm gonna use this Calavita noodles. It's sort of like a mini ziti noodle, something like that. But anyway, so I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna have to use the shrimp. Hey, Bucky. I'm gonna use the shrimp, olive oil, salt, pepper, little Old Bay, lemon, fresh parsley, and garlic. So right now I have my water boiled. Let me turn it so you can see. I have the water boiled here, so I'm gonna put the pasta in there and give it a stir. I had this boiling for a few. Hey, Lydia. I had this boiling for a few, okay? So we're gonna put that in there. This is like really quick. There's so many different ways you can do this, okay? And then over here in this pot, right? I'm gonna put the fire on here. In here, I have the butter, and I'm going to put a little olive oil in here, okay? Even before it melts, you know, I'm gonna put some olive oil in here. Okay. Meanwhile, while that stuff is heating up, this is a quick dish here, okay? While that's heating up, I got the fresh parsley. Let me see, can you see that? Yeah, okay. So I have the garlic. I'm gonna use 3 garlic cloves, okay? So I'm gonna mince it up pretty good. Do you guys got a clear picture? Sometimes I'll push it back too far and you can't really see. I'm going to give you a clear picture. You should have one. Let me know if it's too far, okay? So, anyway, so I'm going to mince this garlic up right quick. And also, I'm going to do the fresh parsley. And it's always good to use the fresh parsley for this, okay? And the reason why I was doing it real quick is I have a choir rehearsal. And I'm going to give a shout out because the redirection play I've been telling you guys about is this Saturday, and I'm going to go live later on, and I'm going to network it, our play. And Lydia on here, that's the director. Lydia Whiteharris, that's our director of redirection. Yep, yes indeed. So I'll go on later after choir rehearsal, and I'm going to do a few videos, live videos. Okay, so now you see this? I want to mince this up a little more. Who is that? Hey, Jonathan. I'm doing a quick scampi, a real quick one. So I'm going to mince this up. Okay, I think this is about where I want this. One more. What the heck? One more. I see some big pieces. And this is like really easy. So it's like a butter, garlicky, not too much because you don't want your breath to smell. You don't want to get nobody's face after you done had a bunch of garlic. Okay, so I'll leave that here. And now we're going to do this, the fresh parsley, right? And all you just keep chopping it, just keep giving it a good, we're going to make this kind of fine. Make sure you wash it too, even though they have the water on it in the store. You want to make sure that you wash this parsley off. Because you know it does grow from the ground, right? So anything like that, you want to make sure that you wash it off good. And we want to make this sort of fine too. So you see how it's coming? In your stems, you want to keep your stems, okay? You want to chop those stems up too. Do it really good. Because, you know, inside your stems, there's a lot of flavor. A lot of people want to take the stems off and everything. There's a lot of flavor in stems. Just so you knows it. Almost there. And my pan is just almost ready. Yep. So we want to keep on, make this a little finer. Some people use wine in there too. You can put if that's what you want to taste, you know, you don't have to. I'm not going to do that. But some people use a white wine and they pour it in here. Like if you go to the restaurant, you can be sure that that's what's in there. Okay. See how that's coming together? A little more. Yep, there we go. Just about got it. Look at that, see? Nice and fine. There we go. And I am going to put just a little salt on the shrimp, okay? I'm going to get it started a little earlier here, just for a little extra seasoning. And then I'm going to also put a little bit in there. And I'm going to use a little old bag. I'm going to stir up this pasta pot, because you know it like to stick, right? So like when you do, most of your pasta is like about 8 minutes. One just jumped out the pot. Wait, hold up. Get back in there. So you don't want your pasta to be sticking, because it will. So you want to keep giving it a good stir, see? And I'm just going to leave that right there. And now see this pot here? Wait, can you see it? Yeah, it's just about ready. I'm going to put the shrimp in here in a minute. Meanwhile, let me just chop this up a little more. Yep, there we go. And, you hungry? Y'all stay hungry. Alright, when I come to Altoona, when I go to either house, I usually cook when I go down there. Hey, Camille! How are you, Songbird? Okay, so I got that going. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the shrimp in here, okay? Now, you know, when it turns pink, you know, your shrimp is, you know, good, right? But you got, even though it's going to turn pink, you got to make sure that it's done. Because like this here is a raw, it's a wild caught shrimp. So you can see it's turning pink already, and you know it's not done. I just put it in there, so be careful with that. You'll know. Okay, so I have that in there, right? And I'm going to put some parsley in a minute. But first, I want to take this lemon and put this lemon juice in here. Okay? I want to put the lemon juice in here. And you hold your hand here to catch your seeds. Okay? Yep, hold your hand there. How about that? Don't like when the seeds was in that one, so I'm going to just go ahead with it. Okay. You want to make sure that you have your lemon juice. You could use lime. Hi, Renee. You could use lime if you want to also. You can use lime, but we're going to just do the lemon juice. Okay, now, back over here. Can you see that? You see the parsley and the... Let me mince this up a little more, the garlic. Just a little smaller. This could be minced a little better. Okay. A little more. Okay. And this is good enough. To the pot we go. Alright? Take our garlic into the pot. Now we're going to take our parsley. Alright? Into the pot. Now you can use as much parsley as you want. And if you don't have the fresh parsley, that is fine. I need to clean this off because it turns green. Look at it. Let me clean that off. Yeah, if you don't have the fresh parsley, it's fine, because if you use your parsley, if you use this, you can still make it finer than this, see? It's the same, about the same thing, but you get like a better taste from the fresh parsley. So, I like to use a lot of fresh herbs now. Once you start using them, you'll want to keep using them. So I'm just clean this up a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to put the pepper flakes. You put as much or as little as you want, okay? Meanwhile, we still stirring up that pasta. We paying attention. Okay. So in here we have virgin olive oil. And I put a half a stick of butter. Fresh parsley, and I minced the garlic. God, it smells good already. So, and then you want it to, if you want it to become fragrant, you'll smell it. You will definitely smell it. And what I want to also do, I want it real buttery, since I have a lot of garlic in there. So I'm just going to go for it. A little more oil. Just a little more. That's going to be a good scampi right there. More lemon juice. Right? It ain't too often you get a lemon that don't have no seeds in it. So, Renee is on here. And, she showed me the ham and the strawberry soda. She's a good cook as well. Give a shout out. That's Red Sea Latham. She's a really good cook. She showed me some tricks too. She can put it down in the kitchen. A lot of good cooks. But that soda, she put strawberry soda in the bag with the ham in it. I've been doing that ever since. Ever since. Amongst other things. Okay, now you see we turning pink here? This stuff is smelling like really good. But what I want to do also now is I want to put some Old Bay. Not a whole lot, but just enough. I think it's just not enough to put just salt and pepper on there, you know. Put some Old Bay up in there. Now you can also take and put some oregano in here. You can put some basil in here. Yep. Which I'm going to put a little basil in a minute. I'm not going to use the oregano though. But I really don't have to use the basil either. Look at that. And it smells really, really good. Right? Look at that. That's a good scampi right there. So I'm going to check my noodles now, okay? Al dente is what you want. Al dente. This is a good noodle too, look. Ain't that a good noodle? I think so. I think so. Tag my mama. Okay. So, and this is the easiest thing to make. Oh my God, it's the easiest. You can use Italian season if you want. There's so many different ways you can do this. I'm going to use a little basil. There we go. And a little is what I had too. All gone. Just enough. Look at that. And you see my shrimp are done. I'll show you something. Let me show you something. It don't take long. You know, sometimes when you overcook it, you know, it gets real, real tiny.